Hello, Internet. Welcome to Phone Booth. And today we're going to be talking about, I don't know. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Yo, I'm Ryan. I love big brown balls, and I love talking about them and tossing them around.
What's the word, folks? It's me, Desmond, Gambling Gillick here.
And I am Miles Cartoon. And today, since, you know what? I got to talk to y'all about teams. How y'all teams been doing? Just to start us out. How's everything been going? Yeah.
Desmond, you want to go first?
Celtics, still the best team in the league. Nothing's changed. Best record in the league. Best team in the East, best team in the West, best team in the league. Honestly, nothing's changed. No one's hurt. No one's out. Everyone's up. Spirits are high.
You think they'll win the chip this year? You have high hopes?
Oh, yeah.
He's on.
But now the thing is, can Jaylen Brown go left?
Chip, I mean, hey, who needs Jaylen Brown to go left when we have Drew Holiday, KP, JT, and D White, dude? We have 4 other players.
How many guards did you just say right there? Just kind of curious.
It's all Brown. It's all guards. That's all we need. Guard him, lock him down. We have JT and KP, bro. Those are our forwards, bro. JB also a forward.
Porzingis is your center.
Yeah, Old man Al Horford. Old man Al Horford, my center. Old man Al off the bench.
Hey, he's still in it, man. He's still doing it. He's still playing ball.
He is playing. And my New York Knicks doing pretty good. This year we've been doing good. I think we're 8-2 to start the year, and that's pretty good for the Knicks.
Hey, that's also all about, man. Hey, now let's talk about the Pacers. Yeah, something big happened.
We got
Pascal Siakam. We got defense. We finally got defense.
How does everyone feel about that?
Hey.
I mean, I've said it once, I'll say it again. They have 3 players. They only have 3 players.
Bro, we just saw, first of all, the Pacers beat the Kings without Tyrese Haliburton. He's still hurt. He did the splits. His nuts kind of hurt. And we are still winning.
How do you feel about
our bench depth is insane.
As the resident Pacers fan.
Hey, that just shows how good our bench is. How reliable.
I meant more, how do you feel about the Pascal Siakam trade? Like, do you think that makes you guys contenders?
I'd say it gets us a step closer. We have something called defense now. Never heard of it on the Pacers squad?
No, you don't.
Siakam
is not. Come on now.
He's not what he used to be. But
come on now. You guys got 3 players.
He's helped.
You guys, what kind of makes me feel bad is that, like, y'all traded for Obi Toppin so that Obi would be, like, your starting power forward, and now he's gonna come off the bench. Yeah. But thanks for those depth, 2. Thanks for those 2 seconds, though.
Yeah, it's called depth. Okay, that's all it's called.
It's called depth.
We wanted a bench, unlike the Celtics, who don't have a bench, still, in my opinion.
Well, we do have a bench. We got Celtics. Old Man Al. We got Sam Hauser.
If they have 3 players, the Celtics have 6.
Yeah, 6th man of the year, Al Horford.
I don't think that's happening. Y'all had 6 man last year.
Happening. That's kind of is a Celtics award. 6th man is a Celtics award. Hustle award, Celtics award.
Oh, well, the Hustle award is the Marcus Smart award, but
yeah. And now it's going to D White, baby.
It's not going to D White.
It's going to D White, baby. D White, everyone's favorite hustler.
No, Marcus Smart will still win the Hustle award, and the Grizzlies taking over for John Morant. Speaking of John Morant, let's talk about some major injuries that we've seen in this NBA season.
Well, I feel like, speaking of John Morant, we got to talk about him. He played 6 games and got injured. Like,
legitimately the most unfortunate thing to ever happen to a franchise.
Yeah, do you guys think...
got awful team that barely pulls to, like, a barely 500
lost
record
him for 25 games.
Yeah.
He comes back. He looks like the savior. And then shoulder.
I mean,
torn labrum.
He is the savior. He's their franchise player for a reason. I mean, if you take a step back and really look at the Memphis organization, I thought they had a couple players. Turns out they only have one. They only have one that matters.
I mean, like Jeremy Jackson Jr.
I mean, shit. They won 5. They won 6 games with them.
Desmond Bane.
They won 6 games. These guys are all-star caliber players, and they won 6 games. Like, that's crazy.
I think they won last night.
Good job.
against
Good job. They won last night.
against the Timberwolves.
They won last. No, they definitely didn't.
They lost
They
last
lost.
night.
they-
Yeah, bro.
oh, yeah,
Ant
they
Ant
did.
is not gonna let that team lose. But
Mm,
we take a step back. They got this franchise player, and they have a team built around him that doesn't really look too good. If I'm Memphis right now, I'm looking for trade options. I'm looking to get Ja their actual second star because it's clear to me that
That
JJJ
or-
and Desmond Bain are not those guys.
it's either we see
mean-
that or we see Ja not in Memphis after a few more years.
Oh, you're cooked if you think Ja's leaving Memphis. No, what team wants a school shooter?
I mean, listen, I think his potential, everyone sees it, everyone wants it. Nobody wants the Ja Morant part of Ja Morant, but everyone wants the Ja Morant part.
Athleticism.
Yeah, I actually do.
What he can actually do on the court and not off the court.
Yeah.
If they could somehow hold that man like away from a firearm, it's over for the NBA. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, listen, in my opinion, we really have to start having these conversations right now. When players are in their fourth, fifth year, is this guy really like the future of the NBA?
That is really his fourth year right now.
Yeah, it is his fourth year. It's his fourth year in the league. He's led Memphis to a couple of playoff berths. Obviously, they're not going to make the playoffs this year because he's hurt.
Yeah. And
But do we take a step back and look? Has Ja Morant peaked? I don't think so, personally. I think
I think
we
there's
haven't
still some
seen
time.
enough of him.
I think there's still a bunch of gas left in that tank. And
But hey, do
it's
you
not
think?
even halfway?
I think the real question that I mean to ask is: do you think a team is winning with Ja Morant as their starter? Sorry, as their star player. Me personally, I don't see it. We've seen these athletic type guys in the league before, like the Russes, the D-Rose, and I think when they're leading a team, that team is somewhat stunted because everybody knows what he's gonna do. He's gonna go to the rim, and he doesn't really have the best 3-point shot. So he's kind of a one-trick pony.
He's just kind of going for dunks.
He has
The
that.
thing was, it's like we're talking about like D-Rose. He had the shoots. He was able to shoot.
He didn't really. He was lucky enough to play in 2011, where you're going to the rim, bro. Like the 3-point revolution hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, this was like pre like Curry.
He could hit him. He could definitely hit him, but he's not.
But that's also saying like, oh yeah, Russ could hit them.
No, he couldn't.
Yeah, Russ
kind of
hit
could
some
never
threes.
hit. He could
Russ hit
take
some
them.
game winners.
I mean, yeah, but Russ. There's also the argument that Russ is incredibly clutch. Like
Yeah.
when you take a step back, I've been saying that too much, but when you really look at it, you can see that this wave of athletic point guards has really led to nothing. What I want in a point guard is a guy who's going to run the floor. And Ja,
Someone that could shoot the ball and actually get a pass in there.
is Ja running the floor? Is the point
don't-
guard position dying? Like in some sort of
I don't
respect?
think it's dying. I don't think it's dying in that sort of way. I think it's just kind of this like evolution of it where it's becoming near of a shooting guard. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Where they're becoming more of a shooter type of role with that passing play in mind. But still of like, if you could hit that shot, you hit that shot type of play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who else is injured right now? Did you guys see that DeAndre Ayton missed a game because he couldn't leave his house?
Yeah, I did see that.
What?
It's
Yeah,
called Portland.
He,
Wait,
he was
one
in,
second, I
he was
think
in
that's-
Portland. All right, I'll explain it. He's obviously in Portland, and I guess he literally couldn't leave his house because the amount of ice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I think that's
That's it.
crazy. Like
That is kind of funny.
You're gonna skip. There's too much ice out. I can't leave the crib. Okay. Well, weren't you supposed to be dominating this year? Maybe you should dominate the ice. Like it's kind of fucked. Well, nothing's kind of fucked. I think it's stupid that you missed a game because you couldn't leave. Like I don't get that. Maybe it's because I haven't been to Portland though.
Okay, I'm back now.
Yeah.
I know this is off topic, but can we talk about? I mean, like, I feel like the fucking the Trailblazers have sort of gotten off with like not a lot of criticism, despite them being like the
Undershit.
14th seed in the West.
Well, the reason that they lost their one guy, they lost Dame, so now they don't have anything, and everyone's now taking a step back on like Scoot Henderson being the next Dame automatically, and they're like, oh, he just needs a couple years to grow into that.
You're gonna
And
look
so
at
that's
Scoot
where
as
they're
well.
at.
Does he?
You're gonna
know-
suck.
He does,
Can-
yeah. Give him a
Can
couple
we
years.
already start the talks about Scoot
Give him a
being
couple
bust
years.
For,
He's not
the
a bust,
second
dude.
pick.
No, he was the third
He's-
pick, first of all.
Well, all right, the third pick. But if I'm an organization that's rebuilding and I pick a third pick, I kind of want them to be like good. When it comes to me, like we look at the Knicks, we picked up R.J. Barrett. That team wasn't good right away, but R.J. was good. Like you could see what he was doing. Like, and he's a huge reason why the Knicks are in the position today, even though we traded him away. Like, he was one of those original building blocks. He helped us get to where we were. He helped us be one of those title contenders. He didn't fit, but he was one of the guys on our team. And then you look at Portland, and you kind of see this third round pick who comes in right away and really is bad. Like, actually bad.
Like, he
He's
got
not
sent to the G League.
egregiously bad. He's a talent guy that is going to need to grow over the next couple of years. I think Portland is just in a rebuild, and they don't want to immediately bounce out of it.
It's like if we're talking about like football, saying Bryce Young is bad. This is a bad team in general. When I would say one of your best players is maybe DeAndre Ayton, you can't really talk about a team being shit or being like anywhere near contending.
Dame Loki fucked him because he was like, guys, there's no way I'm staying unless you sign Jeremy Grant to this extension. Like, then they gave him like 180 million over 3 years, and Dame left anyway.
Biggest robbery of the NBA.
Like, guys, I swear I won't want to trade if you guys stay old with me and Jeremy fucking Grant.
Gets asked for a trade anyway.
Yeah.
And gets sent to an actual contender. And now he's contending.
Well, here's another thing that we can talk about. Are we talking? Who do you guys think we'll see in the conference finals? Because I think obviously on the East, I think
Milwaukee
in the East,
Celtics.
it really has a chance of being one of 4 teams. I think we're probably gonna see the Celtics in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're kind of a check, but I also think for that second spot, we can see the Bucks, we can see the
Sixers?
76ers, and we can see the Knicks. Now, hold on. I know I'm a Knicks fan.
You're moon truthing. You're moon truthing.
No. I know I'm a Knicks
That's
fan.
not.
But listen, our team has an identity, and half the teams in the league don't have an identity. Half the team, like even the Cavs. The Cavs are this team that we're always compared with. The Knicks and the Cavs are sort of compared because of Donovan Mitchell. They're having a decent season, but that team has no identity. That team's identity is, okay, we got some star level talent and nothing really around it. Like you got 4 guys on that team who can really do a number. And then you got Caris LeVert, I guess. But besides that, their bench, like Marco Rubio just left, dog. Like for no reason. I mean, for mental health reasons, but he left. Like your bench is getting worse, arguably. You gotta let C.D. Osman walk in the offseason. We're talking about bench pieces that go around stars, and I think they don't even have the real star potential to make it out of the first round again this year. I think if they even make the playoffs, they'll get bounced in the first round.
I think they'll definitely make the playoffs. Like,
If Knicks Cavs play, we're gonna beat them, and there's literally no doubt in my mind that we do. Especially if Mitch Robb comes back. If Mitch Robb comes back, it's not gonna be an issue.
Oh yeah, what happened to him?
He's out for I forget what the exact injury is, but he's out for the season. But there are hopes that he can come back for the playoffs. People have been speculating that he can come back close to the Knicks.
That sounds like copium. That sounds like Aaron Rodgers almost.
It isn't though. It isn't copium because it's like the Knicks are saying it. It's not like fans are like, oh, Mitch might be able to come back. Okay. It's that sources within the Knicks are saying he could. What were you gonna say, Desmond?
I think the Cavs are a way better team than you're giving them credit for. Right now, they're down 2 pivotal pieces in Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. They've been out for weeks now, and they're still winning games. And when they're losing, they're close competitive losses, and those are competitive losses to really good teams. I think you got Allen growing as a center. You got Donovan Mitchell popping off. You got Max Strus coming off the bench being a bucket for this team. He wasn't expected to be in this position, and now he's stepping up and being in it.
Hasn't Jared Allen been in the league for like 8 years? Or 6
I
years?
think they're a real good team, and I think they have the potential to make some noise come playoff time.
It really depends who they're playing, though. Like, if they're not playing the Knicks, sure, I could see it. If they're not playing the 76ers, sure, I can see it. But that's most likely.
They're not playing the Bucks, sure.
Yeah, if they're not playing a top 4 team, then obviously, yeah, I can see them making it out of the second round. I just don't see them beating any of the big dogs. It's weird talking about the Knicks like they're the big dogs, but I think for sure the Knicks make the second round. I think for sure. I think even if we play the 76ers, we make the second round.
No, dude. Sixers are going off this season.
They are. I mean, kind
Pacers
of
are going off,
Kinda.
but you know what happens in the second round.
They fear the second round. Like, if we see the 76ers in the second round, I don't think it's a competition. I think that the Knicks win, and I think if they lose to the Knicks, it would probably send them into rebuild mode, and they blow it up.
What, they redo the process?
Yeah. I mean, the process has failed. The process has led to 5 straight second-round exits.
Yeah, and how many first overall picks do they get?
A lot. Like
Markel Fultz, Ben Simmons. You know where both of those are? Not on the Sixers. And Markel Fultz is actually pretty good on the Magic.
Hear me out, Desmond. You don't think the Knicks make it out of the first round is kind of what you're saying. If you think the Cleveland Cavaliers make it out.
I think they'll make it out of the first round. I don't know who's getting bounced in the first round out of the East. I think maybe the Magic will get bounced because they're good.
If the Magic
but they're
are
not
playing Boston, then they're getting bounced. If Indiana is playing Milwaukee, they're getting bounced. I think the truth is, it depends who these teams are playing. I think the Orlando Magic are for sure first round exit. They might be a play-in exit.
I don't think play-in. They could definitely make the playoffs.
Nah,
that team is very impressive.
Here's what I'm saying: if they meet up against a team like the Hawks in the play-in, they might get bounced out. I'm not a Hawks fan. I am not a Hawks fan, but Trey has the chops to take them at least to the playoffs. Like, that's where he shines. And that's coming from a Knicks fan. I've seen what he can do to teams. He can come in and drop 40 a night. Like, if he really wants to. He has DeJounte Murray, who's arguably been playing better than him this season. Will they match each other during the playoffs? I don't know.
He'll probably get traded.
Yeah, there are some trade talks around Murray.
I mean,
I don't know.
I saw a leak today that makes me really happy if it's true, but if it's not, then I'm going to be pissed.
What's the leak?
They were saying...
Don't fucking dare say to the Knicks, dude.
No. I saw it from, like, one of the guys who talks about trades on Twitter. So, it's at least kind of.
Let he go to the Knicks?
Dude,
I saw him. I saw another piece, and I saw a first round for Quentin Grimes, Evan Fournier, and 2 firsts. And if that trade exactly like that happens, the Knicks win. The Knicks win this year. But if it happens a little bit different, we lose.
But, besides those, who else could they give up for, DeJounte Murray?
I wouldn't give up anybody. I don't think DeJounte Murray is that valuable.
How about Derek White, though?
White?
I would take Derek White.
I wouldn't take D. White for DeJounte Murray.
I would take Derek White on the Knicks. You guys can take what? DiVincenzo and Quentin Grimes? You'll be okay with that.
No, we're not going to give up D. White, dude. D. White's too good.
D. White's an all-star.
He is.
Yeah.
He is an all-star this year.
D. White MVP, dude.
I mean, since they're talking about role players, who's your guys' favorite role player?
I think we know who Justin's favorite role player is.
Hey, man. You know him, you love him. It's Derek White.
It's Derek White.
It is D. White. He was great off the bench last year, especially in the finals. Or, well, not in the finals, of course, against the Heat. I assume that's the actual NBA finals because that was the only interesting game played.
Okay.
He really got to think about it,
No. Nah. Let's take a step back there for a second. Oh, you hate on Nuggets Heat finals?
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna go heat my Nuggets, dude. No, shut up, bro. That was garbage finals. Nobody watched it. Least views of all time for an NBA finals.
I think it's actually one of the more watched ones.
No.
More people watch that than the bubble finals. Just remember that.
That's
really?
Well, I mean, yeah, because that was the bubble, dude. And also, every year now they're trying to stat pad and show that they have more and more viewers. I don't think it's true. I don't think that many people watched the NBA finals last year.
People watch the NBA.
I think, you want to know what I think?
People watch the NBA. They don't watch Heat Nugget finals.
I think a lot of people did watch the finals, but I think a lot of people pirated it, and so it doesn't show.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't even think it's piracy. I mean,
I am not going to admit to it.
Allegedly.
I allegedly pirate most of the NBA games that aren't Knicks games that I watch. Or I watch them at B-dubs.
You allegedly would go on Stream East and then watch basketball through there. Allegedly.
I'm going to have to censor that name, but
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I think that the Heat Nuggets finals wasn't interesting though. I kind of hopped on the Desmond bandwagon.
Exactly. Uninteresting finals.
I
No
mean,
skill
everybody knew
players.
who was gonna play. Shut the fuck. All right, that's bullshit. But if we're,
I mean, obviously, but I mean, looking at that finals, it wasn't fun at all.
No, I mean, everybody knew who was gonna
everyone knew
win.
the Nuggets were going to win. So it wasn't even fun anymore. There was no hope after like game 1 and 2. It was over. Everyone knew. So
then they
hope
won
for
game.
those-
Then the Heat won game 3.
yeah, but no hope.
and then they
no
lost
hope
game
for the
4
Heat.
and 5.
No hope for the Heat. No hope for the Heat, dude.
No, they won it. No,
Nope.
Nuggets
they
won in
didn't win
6.
I checked. They lost.
You
in
just
5.
checked?
Yeah, I checked.
It was 5.
I've been in 6 propaganda spreader for too long. The other day I saw it was actually 4-1, and I was like, that makes sense. I didn't watch those games.
I watched most of them. I think I watched games 1, 2, and 3, and I skipped game 4, and then I watched game 5.
Fair as hell.
And that was just because I forgot it was on, and I was doing other things.
Well, hold on. Let's backtrack again. Who is your favorite role player?
Pat Beverly, man, he's just
Pat
funny.
Bev.
It's just kind of
Pat Bev.
tomfoolery now at this point. Like he's doing fucking work. On
Pat
the
Bev is doing
Sixers.
more podcasting than playing.
Yeah, but like, hey, he's a part on the Sixers right now, man. He's a part on the Sixers bench for a reason. He got that defense. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't have that winning mentality, but he has that mentality that you want. All right.
You
He
know
hasn't won
who's
a chip.
you know who's a role player who I think every team wants?
Who?
Malcolm. Excuse me, not Malcolm. Malik Monk. Malik Monk's a dog. Every time I see Malik Monk plays, he puts up like starter numbers off the bench. Like I've seen him drop 40 off the bench. That's my guy. I've always loved Malik Monk though. Every team he's been on, I've been a big fan of his.
Hey, he was a
Especially when
sleeper. He was a sleeper pick in the NBA drafts. All right.
yeah, when he was in Charlotte, he was really good. Like he's been everywhere, and he's always been good.
And now he's on the Sacramento team that wouldn't ruin a player. Like,
He's on a Sacramento team that can do some shit in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, depends who we see them against. If we see them against like one of the old guard, they might win. I'm really honest
yeah.
about that. Yeah. The
what
Kings-
teams do you think Sacramento could beat right now? Like,
I think
if,
they could
like,
beat
playoffs
Dallas.
happen right
In the
now.
West?
I think they could beat Dallas. I think they could
Yeah,
beat the
fair.
Pelicans. I think they can beat Phoenix. I think they can beat the Lakers. I think they can beat the Jazz. I think they can beat the Clippers. Denver,
Clippers.
OKC, and Wolves are kind of off the table for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But if
fair.
they make
That's
that
completely
5 seed, they can seriously win and make it to the second round.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I think they can maybe like getting past second round is kind of like a stretch, maybe.
Yeah.
Like that has to have some magic. In
I
play or
think
some
the
shit.
second round is their peak this year. I think they're a couple pieces or maybe a
I mean,
year
what's it
away
called? They
from
almost
Keegan
upset
Murray's
the-
development.
They almost upset the what's it called?
The Warriors last
season.
year.
They put
Yeah.
them into 7.
And
No one
I think
expected that.
I think I thought they were gonna win too. Like they had home court advantage. De'Aaron Fox was the clutch player of the year. It was for a reason. Him and Malik Monk in a playoff game had 40 each. Like
And then like Keegan Murray was like a rookie that year. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it's Keegan
Yeah,
Murray's
he's a-
second year. I like
Yeah.
a lot of this team
Keegan Murray's
revolves
doing
around
really well right now.
a lot
They
of
have
this
a
team
bunch of young
revolves
talent.
around how Keegan Murray develops. Because if
They have
Keegan
some
Murray
young
really
talent, they have
develops
some veterans.
into that Clay type guy, I
Oh.
can see them being like around for a very long time with that
They could
core.
be.
with
They
that
could be
big
definite
three.
contenders. I think if Keegan Murray develops like how we think he would, they could maybe even win a chip in a few years.
I
But
would
that's
say,
saying
I would
if
say
everything else works
if
out
Sabonis
perfectly.
is on that team, they're not winning a chip.
You don't think so?
Oh, you're a Sabonis hater?
I am a Sabonis hater.
Dude.
I think Sabonis is overrated. I don't like his game at all. Like good job, you're worse Jokic, and it's not even like a little bit. Like Alfred Şengün is worse Jokic. It's more like you're worse Jokic. Like you can't defend at all, and you have decent offense. Like
Hey, man.
you can pass.
I
Good
like
job,
him.
bro.
Yeah. He knows how to pass. He knows how to shoot. I like him.
He's
Got JaVale McGee.
I like JaVale McGee.
Yeah. They
I
got
think-
some real role players going on.
They do. JaVale
That's a
McGee
team
is
of-
a serious role
yeah.
player.
of heroes and role players, dude. Great team. I honestly I like the Kings.
I
And
do like
not
the
this
Kings.
season, obviously.
The Kings are a fun team to watch right now. They're just
Yeah.
they're kind of just doing stuff.
They are
And-
fun.
Them making the second seed last year was kind of, in my opinion, it was something that surprised me at least.
I don't. Were they the second seed? I thought they were the
Yeah, they
third
were
or
the
fourth
second
seed.
seed. They were the
Man,
second seed.
that's insane. The second
They
seed is
went on a
crazy.
tear last season that no one really expected out of like the Kings. These is the Kings.
Yeah.
Like them having a first round exit was it was upsetting and everything, but this is also a Warriors team that was like that was still the fresh off of a chip Warriors team.
Yeah, they were fresh off a chip. I don't even think they make the playoffs this year,
I don't think
unfortunately.
they are.
They might not even make the play in. I don't even think they're in the play in race.
I think they can make the plan. I believe that something will click by the end of by the
What
All-Star
though?
break.
What though? You're seeing players like Kuminga come out and be like, "Yeah, I don't want to be on this team anymore. I think this team has stunted my growth." Kuminga? I think the truth is the Warriors fucked up their draft. I think the
Oh
Warriors
no, definitely.
monumentally fucked up their youth movement, and they're gonna have to actually rebuild. I think. And speaking of that, there's another topic I want to get into. Do you guys think that Jordan Poole is a bust?
So I got my floaties on, and I got my flippers, and I got my snorkel, and I was all excited for the pool party.
You got
I'm
there.
not
There
gonna
was no
say-
water.
I'm not gonna say there's no pool in the pool party,
Yeah.
but it's kind of a more of a Kuzma party than it is a pool party in Washington. I'm gonna be honest. Gonna be
You think
honest.
it's more of a jacuzzi?
It's
You're
it's
calling
more
him-
of a jacuzzi. I was hoping.
You're
coming
hoping
into
for the whole
season-
pool.
I was
And
hoping
you
to
just got
see
some
him.
jacuzzi.
I was hoping to see him play like Gilbert Arenas and like carry that team to like at least a play-in. Like I thought he was really like that. I thought he was gonna come in and just be like the player on a team of shitters. And
Well, no, here's the thing.
it seems he's
There's no
embraced the
good-looking
shitter
women in
culture.
DC.
That's not true.
Hold on, I'll
Compared
be right
to-
back, hold.
That is not
Compared
true.
to
Compared to Golden State, there might be more.
I think that Jordan Poole is just on the wrong team.
I don't think so.
You put him into a city with some good-looking women, he's gonna go crazy. He's gonna be like Curry.
Ruby Rose was in the arena the other night, and he's dropped like a stinker. I think he dropped 7 points. Like I think
Wait,
the
which night
truth
was
is,
this?
I think the truth is this is like in season tournament. This was a while ago.
Oh.
I think the truth is, and guys, it's a hard truth to swallow.
Jordan
He
Poole's not
is
him?
a sixth man. Jordan Poole is a sixth man, and that's all he'll ever be.
I don't like hearing that.
You don't think so?
I believed in him, man. Jordan Poole, he was a fun little player. He had fun. He was goofing around, a little bit of tomfoolery, and he was hitting threes sometimes. And I thought him being alone, I would say a second option on a team, would make him, I don't know, develop that three a little bit more and have him not be just shooting random, like just anything pretty much. Because I think he has the worst shot selection in the NBA. Like,
You
At
think
this
he?
current
You
point
think
in
he
time-
has the worst shot selection in the NBA?
I think so. Have you seen what he's been shooting sometimes?
I think it's Jalen Green. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this fucking video. Hold on, let me see.
No,
If I can
I
get
need
it
to see
up.
this video. I need to see.
It's gonna take me a bit. to
No,
get
do you
it
see
up.
that Giannis shot where he it barely hit the net?
The Giannis shot where he barely hit the net?
Yeah.
I have not.
Oh. That was like a recent shot too. That I think it was something got blown out or something like that. But Giannis was like actually playing.
Hold on. Let's see if I can log into Twitter and it not show on the recording.
Man, I'm kind of curious on this Jalen Green shot.
It's not just one shot. That's the issue. It's a lot of shots.
What the G League does to an NBA player.
I mean, I guess the whole time he kind of was overrated. Like, how do you guys feel about the Rockets this year?
I believe in them. I think they can make a plan. Like, being completely serious, they can make the plan. I don't think they can even get further than that. They can make the plan.
Okay, I'm not going to be
I
able
don't
to
know.
find it. My PC loads too slow.
What do you think about the Rockets, Justin? I'm kind of
They
curious.
have like 2.5 pieces.
What?
Maybe 3
Who are their
pieces.
2.5
I
I
don't
say
know.
I say they have 3 pieces.
Jalen Green, Fred Van Fleet, and Boban Marty.
What?
You know? Yeah,
What?
man.
You're fucking
No.
around,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, no,
Honestly?
you're bugging. You're bugging.
Am I?
Yes.
Yeah, they have
Alfred
I don't know,
Jabari
Sengun,
man.
Smith
Dylan
Jr. on
Brooks,
that
Fred
team.
Van Fleet.
I don't think Dylan Brooks has he been doing that good.
Yeah,
You
he's
know?
been having a career
He's been
year.
putting in work, man.
He's
Having
having
a
a career
career
year in
year.
comparison to his last year. I mean,
No, in
I
comparison
don't
to
know.
his entire career in the NBA since 2017, I think.
Listen,
He's having a career year.
I think I don't think the Rockets are gonna make it that far, you know? I don't have any faith in them. You
Well, no,
look
like
at
I
them,
said,
they're bottom
they will
feeders in the
probably lose in a
West.
play-in.
They aren't bottom
Yeah.
feeders in the West, though. They're in the play-in race. They're actually in the playoff race. They're the 7th seed.
I think they will
In
make
the
the play-in,
West?
and that's
In the
they'll
West.
probably lose in a play-in. In the
They're the
West.
11th in the West.
Oh, they are.
They're below the Lakers, below the Jazz, which also kind of two abysmal teams to be below, honestly.
The Lakers and
Those
the
are
Jazz.
just two 500, 500
Do you guys think-
fiends,
do you
and
guys
then you
think-
have the Rockets,
Do you guys think
who
that
are
the
also
Jazz?
500 fiends.
Do you guys think that the Jazz can be a playoff contender this year? Like make it out of the first
I
round?
think Martinet will get traded this season.
Oh, sorry. Do you think they make it into the
No.
playoffs this year? You think Markkanen's getting traded? Why?
I think so.
I
I
don't
don't
think. No, you're thinking all
I think
teams are going
I-
to blow themselves up.
I think
I
OKC is going to trade for Martinet.
No, who would
Why?
they trade? They don't
They
have.
have picks. Do you want to know how many picks that the
Okay,
Thunder
they have
have?
picks, sure, but I actually no. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Teams
Actually,
want
shit,
picks.
now that I'm
more than
thinking about
players
it.
usually.
I mean, that could happen, but
yeah, no, because then if they trade for him, then they have the best white core in the league. So
the quotes.
the Gloats,
We're
yeah,
not
all
talking
three
They
Gloats on
they
the
have
team.
the big we.
Well, no, don't
Yeah.
forget, Josh Giddey did beat the allegation, so he is back.
Did he though?
Yeah,
Yes,
he did beat the Gations.
I mean,
did
the
beat the
NBA
Gations.
is looking into it now, not the.
No, all
no,
charges
no.
were dropped. He beat the allegations. This
Beat
is
the
like
allegations.
confirmed.
And the minute he drops the Gations, he drops 20. So really, all I'm saying is Josh Giddey's back. Josh Giddey is back.
Was he
Okay.
ever gone though?
He wasn't
Forget-
gone, but he
don't
wasn't-
forget when
he
they
was a
blew
little
out the
faint.
Blazers. He dropped the triple double.
There is one team
Okay,
that's
well, that's the
gonna
Blazers, dude.
that's gonna get traded this year. There is a team that's gonna blow up, and it's the Nets. I think the Nets trade away Mikal Bridges this year.
What?
Yeah, they are trash, actual garbage this year. The Nets are horrible.
Isn't this team still technically a rebuild because of after Kyrie
It's-
and Kevin Durant getting traded?
Yeah, they are a
I
rebuild,
don't know.
but they're gonna blow up what they have because they're not bad enough to
Disaster
justify. They're not bad enough to be considered a tanking team this year, but they're also not even good enough to make the play in. So I think you're gonna see them blow up. I think Claxton's gonna be gone this year. I think.
Who's gonna stay?
No, I think Cam Thomas is gonna stay, but I also think that you can't get a lot for Cam Thomas, and that's why he's gonna stay.
Cam Thomas he's kind of just a worse Michael Porter Jr. if you think about it, shooting wise.
I mean, I
He
don't
doesn't
see Michael
pass that
Porter
much.
Jr. drop 40 and 50 a game.
Yeah, but Michael Porter Jr. is also on a team where Jokic and Murray are the first two options.
All I'm saying is you're kind of thinking you're the shit right now, and he's not even the fart. Like, I have to be honest.
Like it's hard to say like stuff about like the Nuggets roster just because of how many good players are on that team and just like the depth that they have.
Yeah.
And I think they could go back to back. Like
I do too. I think they're probably going to. I don't see a team in the league that can handle Nuggets come playoff time, especially if they're entirely healthy with a team like that. I would be very surprised if they didn't.
I
make the
think we'll see a
conference
Nuggets
finals.
Celtics finals.
That would be
Of, like-
interesting. I would rather see Nuggets Bucks for storylines. But
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I
But
guess.
Nuggets Celtics, I think at this moment in time just
why'd
feels
you
more
say
realistic.
I guess like that?
Because it's just run and dunk man versus big man. It's not. What storyline is that? That's not
the
a fun,
storyline
interesting
is-
storyline.
Actually, it is. The storyline is two European-born players. Both have two MVPs.
my
Both have
God.
two finals. Both have one finals ring, one finals MVP. Both brought a championship to historically non-championship winning teams. It's like Jokic brought the first chip to the Nuggets ever, and what Giannis brought the second
And
or
the
the third
Bucks
to the
had
Bucks.
Kareem.
The
Listen.
Kareem only won one there. Kareem only won
Listen.
one, with the Bucks, and then Giannis comes through and he wins one. So it would be, first off, they're kind of like, if I'm taking a step back and I'm really looking, they are Bird and Magic right now.
No.
Yeah.
They're European
They're not
versions.
interesting enough. Yeah,
How?
they're Europeans. Giannis is interesting. Nobody ever sees Jokic and goes, God, I can't wait to watch Jokic gameplay. Jokic is the worst Sabonis because Sabonis takes more threes.
Jokic hits in crazy threes.
Jokic finished
I
in
mean,
an NBA game
listen,
on a 100% shot.
As much as I'd
Think
like
about
to say, hey, bro, I think that Jokic is boring. I think his play is boring.
Yeah.
Which it is.
Yeah.
I can also sit here and say he is probably the best NBA player in the league.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably the best player by far.
Yeah.
Hey, he brought back old man ball, and no one was ready to play against it, okay?
No one? No one was ready? I don't think he brought back old
Last
man
season, no one was
basketball.
ready.
I think he brought back. I think he's bringing a new style of basketball that's kind of gonna change the NBA. I think we're seeing a wave of playmaking centers, like him, Şengün,
Like the
Sabonis.
center role actually come back.
AP.
Come back. The center role's been back. What are you talking about? The last 3 MVPs have been centers.
I'm talking about like generally, like in like years ago, it's like this center role was like kind of like this diminishing role.
As the most important, you needed a big, and then it was all point guards, and you needed little scrappy kid that can shoot.
I think, in terms of the center being like the most important piece on a team, I think that's definitely coming back. You're not seeing teams get far in the playoffs anymore without a dominant big man. Like 2020, AD, 21, Giannis, 22 is all right. They got
Okay,
Kevin Looney. 2023,
He's about
Jokic.
just winning.
But who did they play that year? Who did they play in the finals though, where they can justify not having a big man? I think if you see the Bucks play the Warriors that year, the Bucks win instead of the Celtics because they could play small ball against the Celtics.
Who was the center on the Celtics?
You cannot play small ball against who is the center on the Celtics? Al Horford. You cannot play small ball. Oh, and Robert Covington. Sorry, not Robert Covington. Time Lord.
Oh, okay.
You cannot place small ball against a team like the Bucks. I just don't think it's possible, especially with Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis on that team. 2 7-footers who can splash threes.
Yeah.
Bobby Portis kind of looks scary. He looks like an alien.
Don't say he looks scary. Bobby Portis is a former Knicks legend. I need you to apologize.
He's a former Nick.
But he
Is that
he is a little scary. I mean, look at his.
Just because he looks,
reference
just
photos, though.
I know
I
people
feel
say
like
that Derek White
Derek
looks like
White-
an alien. Bobby Portis looks like an alien.
No. Derek
Yeah.
White and Bobby Portis came from different planets, and they're fighting like.
For
Yeah,
who's the
they're
best
fighting
role
each other.
player?
And
Who's
now,
the best role player in the East? Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, and now it's instead of fighting
Because all of us know the best
intergalactic
role
space
player
wars,
is.
it's basketball. So
Every one of us knows that the best role player is the fucking Malik Monk, but in the East, it's still up for debate. I'll say.
But-
Oh,
Nonetheless.
speaking of great players in the East, really quick, did you see how hot Randall started yesterday on the Knicks just to completely fizzle out and do nothing for the rest of the game?
Yeah.
he was relaxing, okay, because Jalen
Started
Brunson.
relaxing.
Yeah, no, he got all his
I was-
points, and then he relaxed like Randall.
Bro, I actually left because like we were looking like we were losing, but like Randall was playing crazy. So I was like, listen,
Dante
we're
DiVincenzo
gonna be
dropped 20
fine.
that game. That's so crazy to think about.
Dante DiVincenzo, 19. OG Anunoby, 19. Julius Randle, 21. Jalen Brunson, 41. You don't need too many people to score on your team when 4 players.
That's why
drop
Randall started
a
relaxing.
Cumulative 100 points. Like, you give us all that shit, and we're winning. Like you give. Here's the truth: if Randall and Brunson both have a good game on the same night, we're not losing. I don't care what team it is. We're not going to lose.
And then the playoffs.
Even in the playoffs, not just in the playoffs, in general. If we play the Celtics and all of them are on, but all of us are on, I'll take us every time.
The Knicks over the Celtics?
Yeah.
You are clinically insane and should be locked in a loony bin.
Yeah,
You got about
You know
you
what-
got
you
cool.
know
You
what
got
happened in
6
January?
players. We actually have 9. We have a full rotation. You guys have at some point you're gonna have 1 star on, and our role players are gonna be better than that star cumulatively.
Sam Hauser is the best 7th man in the league.
Is that the bald guy?
No, that's the white guy.
There's a lot of whiteys
And that's-
on the Celtics.
There are,
Probably
you know.
kinda
Hey,
Josh White.
our G League team is classy. I think it's Jordan
You
Walsh
can't-
is the
don't-
bald
You
guy.
can't call it classy when there's no black people on your team.
Hey, listen. We
I'm
we
just
have a
being
really good
honest.
system.
That's
We make
a
some good people. You know, I think we got a good team going. You know, we got a good team. We got some depth. You know, and we have a great starting 6. So you know,
the starting 6.
Yeah, but where's the rest of the
Yeah.
team? Like, okay, like
Al Horford
hypothetically,
6 man off the bench. All right.
like
And then
hypothetically,
you have the best
you
starting
have
5 in the league. No
like
one matches
Jaylen
that.
Brown snap his leg like Paul George on the court. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Then old man Al starts, and then we got Jordan Walsh and Hauser, dude. And guess what? It's we win. We win still.
And then
Now,
and then
if we lose 2
the half
stars,
goes in.
Yeah.
Jason
Hey,
Tatum
by
sprained
playoff
his
time,
ankle.
that is the truth with the Celtics. Is it really depends on injury, because by playoff time, if they got 2 people out, that team is done. If it's just
Yeah,
Taco
sadly.
J, well, actually, if it's Taco
if
J
it's
and
Taco J,
Porzingis,
Drew Holiday, Drew White,
if it's that, then they're done.
yeah. If KP gets injured, or
If KP
like,
gets injured, the team is done.
Yeah,
kinda, yeah. Well, no, because then old man Al can take over, which is
yeah.
But he's old
walking
man
in on
anyway.
his
He only plays for
cane with
5
like
minutes a
tennis
game.
balls at the bottom.
I mean, really,
man
he's
Al.
averaging
Want
like
me to
single
start?
digit minutes. So
What?
he's only got like, I don't know. He's not even averaging 8 minutes a game. He's just playing.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's 7.8 minutes. He's averaging.
Who's the
this
head
season.
coach
So
for
really,
the Celtics right now?
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I was looking at his average
It's,
points. My bad. It's fucking the
guy who replaced
Ike,
eBay Idoka.
eBay, not Ike.
Ime.
Yeah, fucking
I don't know who it is, but
He's good.
This is his second year of head coaching.
He's not bad. Yeah, this
And
is his second year
he's
head
always
coaching.
had a good team.
He's not bad.
And they have
Yeah.
never lost.
Well, it's different. That's like fucking Steve Kerr, dude. Okay, is Steve Kerr one of the
Celtics head
greatest
coach
coaches of all
telling Al
time?
He's
Horford
not,
to like get on the
if you really look
court.
at, all right, this is gonna make a lot of people mad, but if you really look at Steve Kerr, he's not really one of the best coaches of all
There
time.
were literally games where he just goes, "Come on, guys, drop some plays," and then the Warriors would still win because they had Kevin Durant. And
Yeah,
it was
because
unfair.
then they were bored. What? Like, this is
Yeah.
just real. They just played the Phoenix Bums. Like, they don't want to play basketball. They just want to like twiddle their thumbs, kind of, and just like. Go
It's
on
like
with the league.
Draymond said. He's like, I love getting up and playing like the Bucks or the Nuggets, but this one you play one of those sorry teams like the Blazers.
Or the
It's like,
Wizards, or
damn, Draymond.
the Pistons. Anyway, who we should start talking about? Who's worse, Washington Wizards or the Detroit Pistons?
You know, here's the truth. It's the Wizards. It's the Wizards.
Well, you're kind of right,
Detroit
but you're kind of
has-
wrong.
Next year, if Detroit is not better than the Wizards, I'd be surprised. This year, the Detroit ends better than the Wizards. Mark my words.
No, I think Detroit's in their own head about it now, and so that's why they'll just keep
They
losing.
want that number.
Because
to get lower.
honestly, it's just brutal. Like, sure, I mean they're not on another streak. Sure, they did just have a win a couple nights ago, but it's like, and mind you, that win was against the Wizards. But still, you know, I think the Pistons are in their own head about how bad they are and how bad everyone tells them they are, and so they'll just keep losing throughout the rest of the season.
No, the
They have
thing
a
is-
brutal lineup. They're
Yeah,
playing the
but-
Bucks back next, mind you. Those are their next 2 games. They're gonna get fucking crushed.
Let's talk about
They-
this. The Wizards don't have that stigma in their head, and they still suck. They still suck. Dick.
Yeah.
Hey, just remember what Kuzma said
they're
on
still
Twitter.
bad.
Sweet. Just remember what Kuzma said
Listen.
on Twitter.
Kuzma
just don't
and
wanna
Poole
be like
both
them.
think that they're the best players in the league. And so they're going to keep playing like it. They're going to keep playing like they're the best in the league, and that's going to make them win in those
How are they
fucking
playing like
garbage
they're the
games
best
where
in
no
the,
one
in
cares.
the league? I feel like you can
They're
say
playing
that to
like
the
they
media all
think
you
they're the
want.
best in the league.
You can say that
They're
to the
playing like
media
they
all you
think
want.
they're the best.
But they're not. You can say that to the media. We're playing like we think we're the best. You go back into the
No.
locker room and you see Jordan Poole and you see Danny Avadi and you see fucking
Listen.
Daniel Gafford, and you're just like, okay, I guess we're gonna
The
lose.
shots are taking are disgusting and bad. But when he makes them, then everyone goes, "Wow, this Poole guy's the best player in the league." And then he goes, "Yeah, I'm the best player in the league." And then he fucking loses again, and it's a never-ending cycle of him taking bad shots. And then everyone's like, "This guy sucks." And then he makes one of those bad shots, and everyone goes, "Wow, that guy has great shot selection." And that's it.
But he
And
doesn't
Poole
have great
keeps
shot
thinking that he's good.
selection, though. Everybody
But
in
when
the
he
league
makes
knows
his
how
garbage
bad it
shots,
is.
when he makes his garbage shots, and that's what he's known for is making garbage shots. Everyone's like, "Wow, he can really make garbage shots," you know.
That is what he's known for.
So I think he'll keep being where he's at. I think Poole will keep thinking he's good. I think Kuzma actually is good, and so that's where they're at.
Do you
They'll
think
just
Kuzma stays on the Wizards for their whole rebuild, or do you think he leaves when his contract is up?
I think he wants out.
I don't think he would have the loyalty to the Wizards. So the Wizards would have to give him some.
I mean,
Either
he
A,
said,
the Wizards.
he said he's staying. He said he's staying.
Yeah,
But I don't know if he
but.
does.
but
Yeah,
I
but
don't
also Dame
know.
said he'd stay if they re-signed Jeremy Grant. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Kuzma. But overall, I think the Pistons are barely better than the Wizards right now.
I don't think that they're.
Team like current
The
NBA teams, it's like,
Pistons
oh,
have
we want to stay
better
above 500.
players.
Like,
Pistons do have way better players. I don't know how the
Yeah.
Pistons aren't better.
no, but here's the thing.
I think
like,
it's literally entirely Monty Williams' fault, or whoever the fuck is the head
yeah, it's
coach over
Monty
there.
Williams. I think it is Monty Williams.
I think it's
But,
Monty Williams' fault.
Most NBA teams are like, oh, we need to stay above 500. Pistons like, man, we got to try and get above 10 wins. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of just where it is at this point. And
Who's even in the draft next year? Is there anyone like stand out in the draft?
Bronny.
Yeah, you think they get LeBron and they
No.
turn it around?
Bronny is the only thing in like the next draft, I think, if he even is going in the draft,
Yeah, because
that
wasn't
people will want.
it
because
supposed to
it's
be
like-
Mikey Williams and then he shot someone?
No, he was in high school, I'm pretty sure.
Word.
I think he was like 18. He was, yeah, I think that was high school.
Damn.
But pretty much it's like, I think if we're talking about next draft, I think it is Bronny if he's going to be in that draft. And the only
No, he's
reason
not
it
going
is
number one
Bronny-
overall.
People want LeBron. The chance at
Yeah,
getting
but no-
LeBron James.
No team that's tanking that much or is bad that much has the skill to make LeBron worth it.
Or
You know?
assets.
I don't know.
That's just a
about that,
waste
man.
of LeBron and Bronny.
Now,
I
here's
don't
the
know.
thing.
If
Yeah.
the fucking
Who do you
Pistons.
think picks up Bronny then?
Hey, man.
Lakers trade up.
Oh, maybe. Unironically, maybe they do.
So LeBron doesn't leave. The
LeBron-
Lakers front
yeah,
office
I
is
don't
like,
think-
bro, we
I
need
think-
Bronny.
I do think that.
I don't care.
Do you guys think that the 2-year extension that Bron signed is the worst thing he could have done for his career? Do you think he should have just went somewhere else?
How will this impact LeBron's legacy? I don't know.
Matches like
I
this,
think
but-
it's probably good that he's retiring as a Laker, right?
Oh, do you think he should have went to the Cavs?
Nah.
Who's saying he's
no.
retiring? First of all,
Okay,
he's
well
good,
the King.
he's good till he's 40. Let Pookie, okay?
You think the King goes to the Kings?
No.
The King
Oh,
will not
no.
go to
That'd be
Sacramento.
really stupid.
What if
He
Bronny
knows
gets
what
traded
happened to some of those
Sacramento?
players back in his day. He knows what they did to Bookie, okay? He doesn't trust Sacramento, even though like they're winning.
I trust Sacramento. I like. I don't know.
But the
I
thing
just
is-
don't know, man. How do you
Back
guys?
to, like, back to the like Detroit Washington debate. Is Cade the guy? I'm gonna.
Do you think Cade gets traded away? I don't think Trey's staying. Sorry, I don't think Cade will stay. If Cade stays on the Pistons, I'd be very surprised.
I think, like at this point in time, they're kind of starting to ruin him. Like, yeah, he just not. hurt
I
and
think
everything.
mentally he's ruined. Have you seen how he talks to the media?
Yeah,
It's all
because
process.
he's dropping 40 points and losing.
Yeah, man, that must be tough.
Like he is.
It's
he's,
all because
he's
of
gonna
Killian
be a
Hayes.
star.
Imagine.
Killian Hayes, and who's that other guy that they just keep taking off the bench for no reason? Monty Williams, Alec Burks. That's what it was. Monty Williams just keeps taking Alec Burks off the bench for him to like not do much.
Alec Burks is doing great for that team. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Alec Burks is one of the surprises of that team, I'd say. Because when we lost Alec Burks on the Knicks, I kind of thought he was a bum. But it turns out the reason that he was such a bum is because he's not a ball handler and he's not supposed to play point guard. So it makes a lot more sense.
Wait, oh yeah, I forgot the person on the Knicks.
Yeah. And Burks
I've heard of
was before Brunson. You know, this is the second year in a row that we've had a starting a starting point guard. Like, this is the second season in a row, and it's like the first time in maybe 11 years.
They had like a real star point.
No, that we've had a consistent starting point guard. For the last 11 years, it's been someone else, and this is the second
Oh
year
yeah,
in a
last
row.
time it was Melo.
No, it wasn't. I think it was Allen Houston was the last time we had a starting point guard.
Oh, this is nasty.
Nasty
That's
things.
crazy.
Nasty things. Well, I mean, we are a basketball podcast, but the NFL playoffs is happening. How do you guys feel about the NFL playoffs? I don't really know too much about football. I know that the Giants are my
I'm
team,
upset that Joe
and I know
Flacco
that they
lost.
suck.
I'm upset about Joe Flacco. I put everything on him. I thought Joe Flacco, the best white quarterback currently in the NFL, would win another ring.
You think Joe Flacco's the best white quarterback?
Yeah, I
He
think so.
was for a small period of time.
I thought it was Pat Mahomes.
No, because he's both.
Oh.
He's a
a
classy, sneaky
He's a fraud.
athletic, and he
talks like
does
Kermit.
sound like
What did you do? Did you say classy, sneaky, athletic?
yeah. He's sneaky athletic. You know,
What
you wouldn't
does that
expect him
mean?
to be, but because there's
If you want to say
athletic
sneaky
players,
athletic, it's like
and then there's
Josh
sneaky athletic,
Allen
and then he's
was,
classy.
in my
sneaky
opinion,
athletic.
sneaky athletic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah. You know,
I think currently NFL playoffs, I think the Lions are going to take it all the way.
The
I think that
Lions.
the Detroit Lions will win.
I
the
mean,
Super Bowl this year.
they barely beat who they were playing. I was actually watching that game. I forget who they were playing, but they beat them by like 1 point.
Oh, that was just a really interesting game. That one was great.
That was a great game.
Yeah, that was
Puka
like the
Nacua is,
airing
like,
of the
the best-
demons.
Is like the best rookie wide receiver out there.
Zay Flowers?
No, Puka Nacua.
Yeah. Zay
5th round
Flowers.
pick.
I know.
Yeah.
I know who I think is gonna win.
Anyway, my Detroit Lions, they're going all the way.
Oh,
you
you're
think is
Detroit Lions, huh?
Yeah,
You're Detroit
Detroit
Lions.
Lions.
No,
My
fuck you.
Lions.
I'm not gonna let you gaslight the viewers, the 0 viewers. You're a fucking Cowboys fan, and you guys are bums.
Detroit Lions
I
are my
forgot.
favorite blue and white
Oh
NFL
my
team.
god, I forgot that you got
Hey,
blown out
no,
in your own
no.
stadium.
Hold.
Oh
Desmond.
my god, can you believe how badly they got beat
They
by
got
the
their ass
Packers, by the youngest team in the
But
league?
don't worry,
Oh,
don't worry. It's not just you guys, because the
We lost by 2
Buccaneers beat
touchdowns.
the fucking
Think of
Eagles.
We
player
lost
on
by 2
defense.
touchdowns.
Dude,
Eagles
I
lost
can't
by
even
3.
think of a player on defense. How many garbage time touchdowns did Dak Prescott get, by the way? What was that score at halftime? I can't even. I don't even remember. All I'm
Hey, we
saying
did better
is
than
when
the
it was,
Eagles.
I don't know,
We did better
like
than the Eagles. Okay, that's
Did
all that
you
they were
matters.
up
though?
by
Did
4
you though?
Yeah, we did.
scores.
Yeah, we did.
Did you do
They were
better
up
than
by
the
4
Eagles?
We did do better than the
or,
Eagles.
or when it came to the third quarter, was Green Bay like, oh, we have this. Let's just let them at
Oh,
least
yeah.
make it look.
No,
like
we
it.
did better than the Eagles. Also, we never
All I'm
lost to the
saying
Jets,
is
unlike the Eagles did.
The Packers
Oh,
were
yeah,
able
so
to put
true.
in their backup quarterback for a couple drives.
I mean, in my opinion, it's
The
just
Bucs never
embarrassing.
did.
Like, if I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm
Oh
embarrassed.
no,
I
I
would
want them to
probably
fire Mike McCarthy.
kill myself.
I want them to fire him.
I mean, I feel like you would
No.
want them to trade Dak, no?
Yeah,
Well,
because
we have to
Dak
get rid of
sucks
quarterback.
dick.
The thing is, we have
maybe
no
get rid
other
of
quarterback.
Mr. Contractual.
Here we
interception
go!
every game, no matter what.
We have no other quarterbacks though, so we have to keep him.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go.
or
We have no
yeah. Here
and
we
the thing
go.
is, Jerry Jones is too stubborn to tank.
Old decrepit wizard sitting in his tower, having to realize how god awful his team is.
Yeah,
Oh, that
and
was
the
my
thing is,
favorite thing.
he wants
the
to
Fox
keep that
podcast
team
because
in
Jimmy
quotes
Johnson.
competitive. He wants to keep that team competitive, which I think is
Oh, and they're
bullshit.
competitive, all right. They're competitive for the wild card round. They're real competitive for the wild card
They're
round.
competitive in
I have
regular
never
season.
seen them competitive beyond the divisional round, and
No,
that's
no.
crazy.
Well, no, what's it called? What's it called? We're like Julius
One
Randle.
point.
We're like Julius Randle. We're
No,
competitive
you're not
until
like-
the playoffs.
What about Julius
Shut up.
Randle? But, first of all, your team is not like Julius Randle. Your team's like as soon as we entered the 2000s, your team got dementia. You guys get to the first round and then forget what to do. Every single year. Except for last year. Last year you got to the second round. Good job.
Yeah, we killed Tom Brady in his sleep before.
Good job. You killed Old Man Tom. Old Man Tom came out and he's like, guys, I'm just trying to have fun last year. I love it. You guys, we're going to obviously let you guys win. I don't really want to play this year. And then you guys beat him and were like, Dak was like, yeah, here we go. And then you got dicked on.
No, happens every year. Last year. He didn't say that last year.
Oh, no.
He started that this season.
Really?
Yeah, that's real. He just started doing it like cadence shit.
No
this
way,
season.
and everyone's already sick and tired of it, dude. You can tell. Cowboys try something new, everyone hates it.
We don't want him. We don't want Dak. We don't want him. I don't want him.
If you guys don't want CD, you should trade him to the Giants.
No, we want him.
CD is crazy, bro.
He's like the only.
CD is a little baby prima donna sitting on the bench, like, why isn't he throwing to me? So then he throws it to him, and then he gets intercepted 3 times because he's slow as hell and can't get to where Dak is throwing.
No, he's not like Stephon Diggs. Do not compare him to Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, sorry that you had a literal crybaby drama mama on your team. Who was like, Dak, you gotta throw it to me. Dak, you gotta throw it to me. Throws it to CD, intercepted. Throws it to CD, intercepted. And he still managed to get his 100 yards so that he could feel good about himself. Garbage.
I don't know. Garbage. They go to the locker room. He's like, I know whose fault. It wasn't.
Nah, real though, defense kind of sucked during the playoffs for some reason. I don't know. We
just It's not like, I don't know. For the first time, Micah Parsons gets his actual flags for the first time in 1,000 years. He finally gets his Mickey Mouse flags.
His Mickey Mouse flags? You mean his real ass flags right now? Like every time he deserved to get a flag, he just actually got them in the playoffs.
No.
Yeah, he did finally get his flag.
No. Mickey Mouse team. No skill, no talent.
It's like losing your virginity. He's getting your flags in the NFL.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. What are your guys' predictions for the next round? Green Bay or San Francisco?
Let's be real.
San Francisco, yeah.
The way I see it going, and this is, my God, when this happens and you're going to be able to make the clip, this is going to be so awesome. It's going to be Packers are leading early, and then the 49ers is starting to come back, and then the Packers score late, and it's like, okay, guys, it's like 27-21. Guys, there's no way that the 49ers are about to do this. 49ers get the ball, 40 seconds left. Not Christian McCaffrey. They throw the ball deep. It's caught. They're down by like the fucking 14-yard line. They have to throw goal line, 4 seconds left on the clock, and then it's the catch 4. And then they get to do the catch 4. I am predicting that the San Francisco 49ers will add to the legacy of the catch. For those of you who don't know, the catch is where a 49ers quarterback throws to the end zone with time expiring, and then they make a touchdown. And it's the stupidest tradition of all time where it's like, it's the catch! It's the catch! Because it's just an impressive goal line catch at the last second. But every single time, 49ers fans blow themselves up when the guy catches the ball. And so I think Brock Purdy is going to get his catch, and then he's going to be like, guys, I'm the future of the 49ers. I think Jordan Love got his future of the Packers win in the playoffs, and I think he's got his future of the Packers almost beat the 49ers. Brock Purdy needs to get his I'm the future of the 49ers by getting the catch.
And then tears his MCL again?
And then he's going to tear his fucking whatever it was. Whatever
ligament it was. No, it was his UCL. It was a UCL tear.
UCL, yeah.
Against the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions will go to the Super Bowl. I think, and then beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Do you think the Lions beat the Bucks?
Oh, actually, that's going to be the game of the week, in my opinion.
Really?
No
Baker Mayfield kind of just locked in.
Yeah, I think it's a huge mistake that the Cleveland Browns gave up on fucking Baker. I have always liked Baker. He's proven it. He's proven that he's competent.
Baker could win comeback player of the year if they don't give it to Mickey Mouse as DeMar Hamlin.
They're gonna give it to DeMar.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
He doesn't even deserve it.
He hasn't. He has like one tackle recorded this season.
You died. Where? Okay.
Yeah, and Joe Flacco played on the Jets for a season. That's arguably worse than dying.
That is true.
Okay.
I think Joe Flacco will win it because he came off the couch and then kept going down in the playoff game. But he came off the couch and bought the Browns
in the game. No.
Okay.
I will think though, Texans can make it to the AFC Championship.
I was gonna say Bills, Chiefs, and then Texans, Baltimore.
Texans, Ravens. Never mind. My bad.
No, listen. I think
Send the ratings over.
the NFL script is gonna go like this: Bills are gonna lose to the Chiefs. Thanks
Obviously.
for coming to my TED Talk, guys.
Bills are going to lose to the Chiefs, and I think that the Texans also lose to the Ravens. I think Ravens go to the bowl this year. I like the Ravens a lot.
Oh no, Ravens will definitely go to bowl. Or there's this other part of the script that you didn't hear about. Bills will make it to the bowl and lose.
And that's really
That would make
funny.
me really happy.
That would make me so
That would
happy.
be
That'd
really
be so funny.
Shout outs to
Because
our
Bills made the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and lost all 4 times
And
to
lost.
the Giants, the Niners, and the Cowboys.
Yep. The 3 greatest teams to ever play the sport.
the Giants, the Niners, and the Cowboys.
Well, maybe not that last
all
one.
3 of
I
those
meant
teams
the
have
Bills,
the most Super Bowls
49ers,
in the
and
NFC.
The
Giants.
Giants and the Niners, definitely. I don't know about the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
Giants and the Niners. I don't
If
know
we're
about
talking
those
about
other ones.
rings,
If we're talking about viewership by America, I think the Giants are probably. I mean, what people call us America's team, right? So I think
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, but you're also like
Beloved
you're
across
like
the country.
custody split between 2 other teams. You're
No.
New Jersey's team,
Not really.
not New
We're
York's.
New York's team.
We're New York's team. The Giants are
Where's
New
your
York's
stadium?
team.
Are
And if you
Canada's
think the
team.
fucking Jets are New York's team, we're gonna have some
No,
fucking serious
I don't think so
words.
either. I think the Bills are New York's team because you
You're
want to know what
retarded.
the
No,
stadium is?
Bills.
You want to know the stadium
Bills
is?
are
New
New York.
Canada's team. They're
Their
close
stadium-
to. They're closer to Canada than they are to New York City, and New York City is the beating heart of New York. So guess what, little bro? Bills are Canada's team. Seahawks are America's team, and the New York
Seahawks.
Giants are New York's team. Yeah, I love the Seahawks. I can't believe that Pete Carroll's gone. God rest his soul.
He's finally able to retire.
He's finally able to move up in the Seahawks Legion. I don't even know what he's doing.
No,
It's like,
they just
not
made him an advisor or
retiring
some
from
shit.
football. I'm
It was
going
like,
to
here
sit
you
in a
go,
box and you'll
here
cut
you
to me
go,
during
old
NBA
man.
broadcast.
You can finally
During
retire
NFL
now.
broadcast. Yeah.
And Belichick's
Honestly-
going to go back to coaching Navy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's where he started. No, he's gonna
Yeah.
come back and be the defensive coordinator on the Giants.
Or
Right,
head
he's
coach
gonna
of
be
the
on the
Falcons,
Browns.
and that's scary that he might actually go to the Falcons. I'm
Super-
very
Oh,
He's
scared.
going to the
boys.
Falcons.
Super
That
Bowl-
team will become real.
All right, we've been at this for an hour. One
Let's
last
Super Bowl
Super Bowl
predictions.
predictions, and then we gotta be
Until
done because I gotta
the
take my
actual Super
dog
Bowl.
out.
Until
fair.
the actual Super Bowl. What's everyone's prediction?
My prediction: Ravens, Detroit.
I think
Desmond? What you
we're
think?
gonna see the Buffalo Bills play the Detroit Lions.
Who will win?
Neither. Neither. First team to go infinite overtime. They'll never win.
They tie.
Infinite overtime. How many overtimes do you think
Yeah.
they do until they're like? Do you just want to like call it a
If
tie?
it's the Super Bowl, there's no way they're gonna stop ever.
Yeah, there's no way they're tying the most. I would say one of the
Super
most
Bowl.
viewed games in the entire NFL.
If the Super Bowl goes to double overtime, imagine how many people would watch. Because you
And then
gotta
triple.
watch it.
And then
It's
clutch
Double
2
it.
a.m.
overtime,
It's like
and then
2 in the
double
morning in
overtime.
New York. It's like
Yeah.
fourth overtime. It's like, all right, now we have who's the quarterback of the Bills? Just
You're on
because
your
Josh
fourth-
Allen got tired.
Fourth backup, they're taking it in Wildcat. They're giving up.
Like this is gonna be the equivalence of like 19 innings.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Baseball, no mercy rule. It just keeps going.
Baseball is one of the worst sports to watch, in my opinion. Besides, like,
Yep.
maybe golf. Actually, golf is
Yeah.
fucking fun. But anyway,
Golf
my
is
Super
kinda
Bowl
fun.
predictions. I think we'll see a Bills-Niners Super Bowl, and the Bills will lose again. Bills
That
will
is
never
fair.
win a Super Bowl in their entire franchise ever. The
They'll just
closest
keep
they
making it
ever
and just
got was
keep
O.J.
losing.
Simpson.
Yep.
And do you know what he was? He was faster on the Broncos.
That is true.
All right. That's all the
All right.
time we have for today.
All right, we're saving the GOAT debate for next time. We couldn't get to it.
We couldn't get to the GOAT debate today. We'll save it for next time. Thank you guys for watching. If anyone watches, I saw the last
Yep.
video got literally 0 views.
Yep,
that
yep,
means
yes,
even
sir.
that means
Yes, sir.
even we didn't watch it.
Even we didn't watch it. I don't think we even posted that. I forgot that I was on this podcast. All
I didn't even know
right.
he
All
did
right,
bullshit.
ready?
Not gonna lie.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.